Sega.
In darkness, I shall be light. In times of doubt, I shall keep faith. In throes of rage, I shall hone my craft. In vengeance, I shall have no mercy. In the midst of battle, I shall have no fear. In the face of death, I shall have no remorse.
Welcome to the first Dawn of War 3 tutorial. This first tutorial will teach the basic gameplay mechanics you need to know in order to play Dawn of War 3, such as basic combat and base and army building. For the purpose of this tutorial, you will be playing as Space Marines. Move the game camera towards your stronghold. The Space Marines start with the stronghold as their headquarters building. The stronghold is used to deploy builder units and basic combat units. We will begin by setting a rally point from your stronghold onto the battlefield. Set a rally point at the indicated position. Good work. The rally point has been set. When you deploy units from your stronghold, they will immediately move to the rally point. Next, we will build your forces, starting with a tactical marine squad. Deploy a tactical marine squad from your stronghold. Tactical Marines are a ranged infantry unit that serves as the Space Marines' basic line unit. Your Tactical Marine Squad is deployed. In order to build other kinds of units, you will need to construct additional kinds of base buildings. Base buildings are constructed by builder units. The Space Marine builder unit is the Servitor. Deploy a Servitor from your stronghold. The Servitor is weak in combat, but is able to construct additional base buildings. These buildings can be used to deploy new kinds of units. To build a new base building, select your Servitor and move it to the indicated build location.
This one would serve. Delivering Servitor to specified location.
Move your Servitor to the build location. Construct a barracks at the indicated build location.
Initiating barracks deployment.
Is complete. You can use it to deploy new kinds of units. Like your stronghold, you can also set a rally point by selecting your barracks and then issuing a right-click on the battlefield. We will now deploy Assault Marines from your new barracks. Deploy 2 Assault Marine squads from your barracks. Units that are in progress are added to your build queue at the bottom of the screen. When a unit is finished, the next unit in the build queue will become in progress. This allows you to queue up several units for deployment at once. Your first Assault Marine squad is finished. Unlike Tactical Marines, Assault Marines specialize in melee combat instead of ranged combat. They are equipped with jump packs and cost more resources to deploy. All of your Assault Marine squads are deployed. You are ready to take your forces into battle. You can select multiple units at once by box selecting a group of units. Click and drag to box select all of your units at once. To more easily manage your units, you can assign your selected units into control groups. Assign your Tactical and Assault Marines to a control group. help you better manage different kinds of units, they can be put in multiple control groups at once. There is enemy activity behind the fog of war. They will appear once your units are close enough to see them. Find the enemy behind the fog of war and eliminate them.
Assault squad will brave this terrain.
Right-click on the enemy to attack.
Enemy target destroyed! On the move!
There is a health pickup ahead. You can restore a squad's health by moving it over to a pickup. There are more enemies ahead. This time, we will move your units with the attack move command. Units using attack move will move to the specified location and automatically stop to attack enemies encountered along the way. Issue an attack move command to move your units.
It is my duty
Destroy
to
the enemy.
Ready! At your command! I will face my hatred! Enemy kill!
Attack move is more safe, efficient, and effective than using the right-click move. Right-click move is for positioning units within combat or for escaping combat. Learning which move command is appropriate to the situation at hand will make you a better commander. The enemy is trying to gain a tactical advantage by capturing that heavy cover. Capturing heavy cover activates a shield that protects the units inside from ranged damage. Your ranged units cannot enter heavy cover that has been captured by the enemy. Only units with the counter cover property, such as assault marines, can enter captured heavy cover and fight enemy units inside. Since the heavy cover is located on higher ground, your squads cannot reach it on foot. Use your assault marines' jump ability to leap them into the heavy cover. It is also possible to destroy heavy cover with ranged damage. Destroy the enemy.
Forging ahead! Ready. Moving. Yes, sir. Moving to jump position! Under attack!
Destroy the enemy.
Our enemy!
For the purposes of this tutorial, you have been granted an additional squad.
My lord,
This squad has suffered a casualty and is no longer at full strength. We will reinforce this squad back up to full strength. Move this damaged unit to your stronghold or barracks to begin reinforcement.
Assault jump!
It costs
Understood.
resources to reinforce a squad, but it is always cheaper than purchasing a new squad.
Inbound to marked location.
To see if your unit is within reinforcement range, simply select the building and view the rotating reinforcement reticule on the ground. The squad's reinforcement will pause if it moves away from the reinforcement
It is
structure.
my duty to
Reinforcement will
oblige.
resume once the squad moves back into range of the reinforcement structure. Move this squad to a base building for reinforcement. To see if your unit is within reinforcement range, simply select the building
Make
and
ready,
view the
brothers.
rotating reinforcement reticule on the
Brave this
ground.
terrain.
The squad's reinforcement will pause if it
It's
moves
my
away
toils
from the
to please,
reinforcement
sir.
structure. Reinforcement will resume once the squad moves back into
As you
range
would
of the
have it.
reinforcement structure. The squad has been reinforced. A fully reinforced squad
Make
is
ready,
always
brothers.
stronger than one who has taken
Assault jump!
casualties.
Understood.
The enemy is preparing to mount an attack on your base. We will deploy 2 scout sniper squads to bolster your defenses.
Moving to jump position. Tactical squad. Tactical squad on the move.
Scout snipers have a larger line of sight and firing range than other Space Marine line units.
As you would have it.
You can use scout snipers to see and attack enemies that are much further away.
Specified coordinates.
Your first squad of scout snipers has been deployed. Deploy 1 more scout sniper squad from your barracks. They are weak against melee attackers, so keep them stationed behind your other units.
Moving out.
Sniper scout. Your scout snipers are ready for combat.
Precision.
The enemy is marching towards your stronghold. Position your units to intercept the enemy attack.
Point to me with purpose, my lord. Your faith in us will be rewarded tenfold. Under fire!
Put some distance between us.
Enemy target destroyed.
Another wave of enemies are approaching your stronghold. Kill the enemy.
Tactical Marines in there.
A weak enemy force has engaged us.
All lost. You are loud and clear. Snipers acknowledge. Ha! Shot clean through.
You me sure want us dead?
Go ahead. Order received.
Well done. This completes your first set of lessons on
Awaiting
Dawn of War
order.
3.
Now.
You are ready to proceed to the next tutorial.
You have won glory in battle this day.
Welcome to the second Dawn of War 3 tutorial. This tutorial will cover elite units, resource capture, line unit upgrades, and advanced combat. We will begin by calling in an elite unit, Gabriel Angelos. Elite units are stronger than line units and possess powerful abilities. They are not deployed from base structures, but are equipped before a match and unlocked in battle by spending elite points. Deploy elite unit Gabriel Angelos to the battlefield.
Our elite battle brothers are ready to deploy at your...
Gabriel is a powerful melee unit with crowd control abilities. He will accompany your line units and give them a decisive advantage. Gabriel Angelos is deployed and ready for combat. Take Gabriel and your line units to locate a nearby resource point.
Marines ready.
Resource points will boost your income and allow you to further build your army.
Chapter Master setting out.
Use your forces to search for the resource point.
not falter.
The foe is in heavy cover. Kill the enemies blocking the path to get to the resource point.
Make way! This day holds glory.
The enemy is now out of your way. Press further to the resource point. There's the resource point.
Ready. Taking resource point.
Move your units inside the resource point's capture radius in order to capture the point.
Moving to capture.
Your units must remain within the capture radius until the capture timer is full in order to own the resource point.
The Emperor
The point
lights
is
our way.
yours. You cannot gain resources from a point until you upgrade it with an add-on. Purchase the requisition add-on by clicking the requisition add-on button over the resource point. The requisition generator boosts the amount of requisition you gain from a point. Requisition is the resource used for purchasing vehicle upgrades and infantry units. A power generator is the second type of resource add-on that you can construct. Power is the resource used to construct infantry upgrades and vehicle units. Most upgrades and unit purchases require a little of both of these resources. The requisition generator is finished. You will now gain requisition from this resource point. Let us further increase the requisition we are getting from this add-on by purchasing the point's resource upgrade. When your point is done upgrading, the amount of resources it generates will be increased.
Upgraded.